In a previous video, we looked at Cody Bellinger's meteoric rise from 2017 through 2019. Interestingly enough, another player's trajectory almost mirrored Bellinger's, though it took him a few years in the league before he went crazy. That man is Christian Yelich. Yelich came up with the Marlins in 2013 and was part of those Miami teams that featured immense talent. Giancarlo Stanton, JT Realmuto, the late Jose Fernandez, and others. And while Yelich won a Gold Glove in 2014, he didn't really take off until he was traded to the Milwaukee Brewers after the 2017 season. But whatever he started eating and drinking in Milwaukee paid immediate dividends. Now let's be clear, Yelich wasn't a bad player who all of a sudden got really good. He was already a very talented prospect who was productive in Miami, posting a 5.7 F4 in 2016, which was his best year in the bigs at that point. He hit 21 homers with 98 RBIs and an 859 OPS, just a prelude of what was to come in 2018. Yelich turned out to be the single most important acquisition for the Brewers, who had been longing for a true superstar since Ryan Braun. And in 2018, he went absolutely ballistic. Yelich hit .326 with an even 1,000 OPS, slugged 36 homers with 110 RBIs, and narrowly missed out on winning the Triple Crown. Along with his unreal basic stat line, his 167 WRC Plus and 7.7 F4 earned him a boatload of honors. An All-Star nod, batting title, Silver Slugger, Hank Aaron Award, and National League MVP. Oh, and he also hit for the cycle twice, while stealing 22 bases. Yelich's 2019 season, however, wasn't a step back like you'd probably imagine. He actually one-upped his 2018 season by some metrics. He hit 44 homers with 97 RBIs, while hitting .326 and stealing 30 bases. His 1100 OPS accompanied a 174 WRC Plus and 7.2 F4. And despite joining the 30-30 club, Yelich didn't win MVP in 2019. Why is that, you might ask? Well, that would be Cody Bellinger's doing. If Bellinger wasn't absolutely unconscious in 2019, then Yelich may well have won MVP, again. Some of his offensive metrics were stronger than Bellinger's, like his OPS and WRC+. But with wins above replacement becoming so much more prevalent in the rationale for MVP voting, Bellinger's 7.8 F4 gave him the edge over Yelich. Though Yelich wasn't voted NL MVP in 2019, he was given the richest contract in Brewers history when he signed a 9-year, $215 million extension to remain in Milwaukee. But the COVID-19 pandemic and lingering back problems caused Yelich to miss significant time and not look anything like his old self. In 2020, Yelich struck out almost 31% of the time and hit just .205. Small sample size, yes, but he really didn't have the impact you'd want from a player of his caliber. The following year, more of the same continued to haunt Yelich. Though his batting average was almost 50 points higher, his OPS fell from 786 to 735. That's historically been around average to slightly below the major league average in OPS. He also only stole 9 bases in 117 games. He looked like a shell of his former self in those 2 seasons. The strange part about Christian Yelich's career is his underlying analytics profile. From a WRC Plus perspective, Yelich has never had lower than 102, and his F4 reached only as low as 0.7. So in simple terms, even Yelich's worst seasons had above average value. They just happen to be a far cry from what we'd come to expect from the SoCal native. His 2022 season showed growth in the right direction, where he posted a 2.2 F4 with a 111 WRC+. More than serviceable, more than league average value, but not quite peak Yelich. Luckily for baseball fans, he's starting to look more like the 2018 and 19 versions of Christian Yelich. His 3.9 F4 thus far and 129 WRC+ with an 841 OPS has reminded us all that he's still more than capable of producing at the major league level. Yelich didn't just fall off the face of the earth. Back injuries are exceptionally hard to manage. Just ask anyone over the age of 30. But it would seem he's turned a corner, opening the door for the Brewers to make a push at the postseason yet again. As of today, the Brewers have a 3.5 game lead over the Cubs in the NL Central. Will we end up seeing Yelich versus Belly 2.0 this year, albeit on a smaller scale? The Yelich versus Belly race in 2019 was one of the more captivating MVP races in recent memory, and once again, both guys have the chance to propel their teams to the postseason. It'll all come down to who steps up when the lights shine brightest and the September pressure gets turned all the way up. Knock on wood, but both guys are healthy and their teams are right in the middle of it in the NL Central. That's all for this one. Let me know what you think about Yelich's career trajectory in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more. And drop a like if you enjoyed it. It helps the channel a ton. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.